So, since you have been working here, have you seen people from all walks of life use this service, or are persons from similar backgrounds more familiar?
All walks of life. We get people that are homeless to we had a businessman walk in after losing his career, his business, his home, his family. So yes, we see people from every walk of life you can imagine. I know people say, what are they doing here? They don't look like they need a food bank. You cannot judge. We do not judge at all when people come through the door. We're totally non-judgmental because you just don't know.
Have you seen a general increase in users of this service in the past year?
Yes, we have, sadly. Last year I think we fed about 3,500 people. I think this year it's something like 5,500 people, so that's a big increase. And that doesn't even account for this back end of the 2016 when our numbers jumped significantly. Why, we don't know, but things just got worse. It could have a lot to do with all the benefit changes that have been happening. We're really not sure because our figures fluctuate from week to week. There's no sort of current pattern as to why, basically.
Okay, and finally, what message would you like to send the people of the Tees Valley in order to spread awareness?
That food banks are here for people regardless of what position they're in life. If they're in need, they can't feed themselves, we're there to help. You don't have to be on certain benefits. We have people at work that come and use the food bank. If you're in need basically and you can't feed yourself or your family, we're here to help.
Okay, I'm here with Councillor Nikki Walker, Executive Member for Finance and Governance at Middlesbrough Council. Could you explain your role in Middlesbrough County Council and why it is of such importance to the running of the council as a whole?
My role there is finance and governance, and that means there is an elected representative, somebody who's been elected representative in Middlesbrough, who is responsible for those areas. So it's not just officers, there's accountability to the public and a forward and outward facing member of the council's executive who is responsible for various areas of the council.
27 local single parent families have been affected by the revised benefits cap. Are there any steps being made to support them?
Yes, there is. Yes, what the council's done is written to all of those families, and I think as happened with the bedroom tax, a lot of people are in denial. And don't forget, these people who most of them have already been hit by the bedroom tax. They've been hit by having to pay a proportion of their council tax. They've been hit by having a benefit freeze, and now some of them have already been hit by the cap already and being hit even harder again. So there's also been personal visits being undertaken, going around to people, and again outlining all the different support that's available to it, because each family is different.
Okay, thank you. Looking towards the future, could you please tell me what message you would like to send the people of Middlesbrough?
For those who have been hit by the benefit cap, I would ask them to don't think it's going to go away. The government is going to do it to you. Please get help. There are agencies who will help you, and they can't help if you put your head in your sand and don't ask for help. And to the rest of the town, I think that Middlesbrough, we look towards the budget next year under Mayor Dave Budd. We are not making huge service cuts. We are adapting ourselves by doing things differently. We are now trying to protect frontline services as much as possible, and going forward, our housing, the house building programme, which has been going through Middlesbrough, will provide and is providing about £1 million extra this year. Some of the council tax revenue that's needed to help us deal with the government cuts.